Alright, this is Only Mans, and I am Seth.
I'm Jeremy.
I'm Jake.
I'm Brad.
Enjoy the podcast.
So, my last day of work, this is random, but it was funny. I was actually laughing pretty hard. Me and Vicky were looking at like air fresheners and shit, and I sprayed one of them, and I was like, "Yeah, I can't smell it. Can you smell it?" She smells, and she goes, "Oh, that one smells like old fart or something." And I was like, "The air freshener or my fart?"
So you farted on
Yeah. Well, anyway, another thing is, I think it was earlier today. We were cleaning and I farted, and dude, I was like, "Oh my god!" And Vicky almost puked, and I was laughing. I was like, "Please tell me if you puke. I want to know because that's going to be like a milestone for me."
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I just want to let you guys know that.
Hell yeah. You know it's bad if it makes you gag.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
If your own stuff makes you sick, it's bad.
It's
Yeah.
your diet, bro.
Oh, I'm not.
Man, when I
arguing.
was eating like shitty, all I would do, go ask Kayla. Like, it was god awful. It was bad.
that tub of ice cream didn't help for me.
No, the ice cream wasn't bad. Oh.
It was that day I ate all that ice cream. You're like, "Damn, fatty."
Listen to this motherfucker. He comes up to me a couple days ago and he goes, "Hey, man, you still going to the gym?" No, and I just dropped all that money on that equipment. And I'm like, I'm going at home, yeah? And he's like, "Oh, I was thinking about going now."
Why are you thinking about going now? But yeah, that is some shit.
It's been a year and a half.
I can feel my belly right now without touching it. Like it's noticeable to me.
Speaking of bellies, dude, you've been working out, ain't you, Seth?
Yes.
Yeah, you look slimmer, man.
Yeah, I dropped 10 pounds in 7 days.
I noticed that this morning.
It's
I was like, "Uh-oh, ladies, get ready."
Dude.
If you thought he was fucking you before.
Wait till you see the before and after pictures, because like the belly had a noticeable hangover.
It's still
And then
doing
this
it right
morning-
now.
Yeah, a little bit. But this morning, like that turn it had, it's gone. Like I saw it go back. So
Hell yeah.
Progress.
yeah, progress definitely.
Doing it for some pussy, ain't you?
You know, if you just decided that you would eat 3,000 calories max,
I would maintain the weight I'm at, so I've got to drop down and then
okay, it was 2,500
yes.
max, then you wouldn't have this problem because you would go half the year eating 5,000 calories a day, gaining weight. And
Well,
then
those
you
are
try to
low
cut it.
numbers. I love food.
Those calories add up quick, man.
No shit. Me and Noah yesterday, he's sitting there. We was on lunch, and I had a lunch one. He's mentioned something about the calories of one thing. Oh, it was the Gatorade he had. It was I think 280 for the Gatorade, and then you got another 200 for the pop. Then you got another 300 for the meal. I mean, that right there was most of my calories for a day that I eat.
Shit adds up quick.
Very quick.
That's why I like drinking those
Yeah.
fucking rock stars and bangs that have zero calories.
Now imagine being a 5'5", 140-pound woman and trying not to gain weight.
You can't eat shit.
Exactly.
800 calories a day. That's all.
An almond.
Fucking blueberries.
They've got to maintain that figure, man.
I mean, come on. They're restricted to 1,600 calories a day.
I think that's high, actually.
That's why they started eating dicks.
How many calories is in a load of semen?
It's got a lot of protein in it.
I thought Noah was scratching your back for a second. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, dang, you are drinking.
Yeah. Burning up a little bit. Shit.
Was it spicy, Jake?
I don't know. My body is hot right now from the drink.
No, it ain't from the drink, homie.
It's from looking at those blue eyes.
You being hot.
I was getting hot watching Jeremy whoop your ass on Madden. I was like, damn.
Hold on.
No, let's not bring up the fact on the podcast that we played and not won at halftime. Let's not.
Yeah,
bring that
no,
up.
let's not act like I was getting fucking murdered. It
He
was
wa- yeah, he
basically a
wasn't.
tie.
Dude, I didn't even look up at it.
If I hit my damn field goals,
I love the word basically.
basically,
Basically a tie.
I miss. Listen,
It was basically
Okay,
a peaceful
yeah.
riot.
yeah,
so.
you're right. Damn, I don't sound like that.
I noticed Jake asked the other day about how he should shave his beard if he wanted to grow out, and I noticed he put a line in it now. He's shaped it up in the
Oh, you talking about the bottom? The
yeah
jawline?
from the neck. He's like, how
Oh.
much are you supposed to shave off that? He's like,
No,
Don't ask Brad. He shaves his completely.
yeah,
Brad
God,
can't
baby
grow
face.
yeah,
his.
God forbid he has hair on his face. He's like
It bugs
Jeremy.
me, man.
No.
I wish I could. I wish, but it bugs me.
Like 3 or 4 days ago, I was in the break room. I was like, hey, when you're growing your facial hair out, are you supposed to trim up your neck still or just let it go? Because I think it looks like shit, but I I don't know. And I can't even remember what everybody said, but the next day Wayne's like, dude, your beard looks like shit. And I'm like, I fucking knew it. I was like, I'm going to
He
shave.
must have heard you. He was just trying to pick on you.
Nah,
I want to go to a place that they actually, use the knife or whatever. And
Like a straight shave.
yes, that
Old
is what I
Tommy?
want. Yes.
that shit freaks me out. I'd sneeze and
A
then
lot of-
slice my fucking nose off or something.
A lot of trust you put in that person, but
Mhm. You've seen Sweeney Todd, right?
no, I don't
Yeah.
watch. I don't watch gay shit.
Oh my god.
Tell
Say
me
it-
that
say it,
ain't
Brad.
gay.
I mean, okay, I can't talk about it and it not sound gay because it's a music.
Because it's fucking
He's a serial
gay.
killer.
He had an argument lined up. Like, technically, it wasn't gay.
Basically.
It's a musical, so
Listen,
we can't
okay,
get past that.
They were mostly peaceful riots. All right, it's mostly not a gay movie.
It was a fucked up movie. It wasn't like gay, but it was a musical.
Who's the director?
Tim Burton.
Yeah, all his shit. I just avoid.
It all looks the same.
Yeah, and it's all weird.
It all looks like Dr. Seuss took a shit. That's what all of his movies look like. The dark side.
This
The dark side of Whoville.
basically, that's going to be the name of this podcast. Basically,
Basically, it's a tie.
basically, he's a barber and he kills people and they put them into meat pies and sell them to
And
London.
people
I
eat
think.
'em.
Yeah,
That's so
and they don't
disgusting.
know about it. So
I mean, would you eat a dead body if it was served to you in a pie?
Who wouldn't? What were some of the topics you had, Jake? Because you come up to me the other day, man, and you was like, hey, I want to talk about skinwalkers and shit on the next podcast. And I was like, oh, that sounds awesome. Do you know anything about it? No.
yeah, you're
Nothing.
right. I don't.
And then a few days later, I was like, hey, man, you still want to talk about skinwalkers? And he's like, no, I don't know nothing about it.
I'd like to talk about.
So
it, but I don't know anything.
basically, all the shit you come up with, you're just like, I want you to tell me about it.
He
Tell me
wants to
about it.
learn.
I do. I'm a,
Jake wants to learn. That's what it is.
I respect that.
Do you know anything about skinwalkers?
I'm not Native American. I'm not an expert.
What is the definition of a skinwalker?
It is a witch, a Native American witch that like consumed somebody's flesh that they know. They like had to kill like their brother or sister, did something dark and eat part of them, and then they turned into a skinwalker.
There's also, I mean, we just watched something like this where it's a person or a witch or a demon or something pretending to be a person, right?
Everything I know about like a skinwalker
A skinwalker's a turtle.
is someone that can change into like an animal and stuff.
a skinwalker would be like Beauty over there is actually a person.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's pretty sweet, so I'm good with it.
I'm pretty sure they had to do something evil to turn into a skinwalker. Like they were a good healer or whatever, and then they killed like their brother or sister and ate some of them, and then they turned into one.
Man, I saw on Facebook, there's this like weird dude that I know adjacently, and he was selling cats. And he was like, if anybody's looking for familiars to find a good home, he's like, here's some familiars for sale.
What does that even mean?
Like
is
Have
that
you watched, like,
magic
Sabrina?
and shit?
yeah,
Oh.
like a witch's cat, like your black cat. You want to keep around your familiar. That's like fucking weird.
It is. It's a little off. Isn't it? I want that cat, not that familiar.
Shit, I have no interest in.
What do you have an interest in?
You.
No, okay.
Okay, besides, no, I mean, I don't have any
Noah, pull up
interest.
my Facebook.
No interest in being around anything like that, man. Fuck
I don't
all
want to be around that either.
that.
You ever play Until Dawn?
No.
Okay, that game had Wendigos and shit in it, and I don't remember exactly how it happened, but one of them like attacked one, and they ended up turning into a Wendigo.
It was a mine shaft where it collapsed and people were in there and they ate each other to live and they turned into Wendigos.
Yeah, it was pretty neat.
Yeah. Like if you were a cannibal, basically.
That brings up a good question.
What?
I mean, what if you go somewhere, you go on a hiking trip, Jake, not with us. When with like 9 other people, you go and it's like a I don't know, 100-mile hike, and in the middle of it, you get trapped in a cave or some shit. I don't know, and you start starving to death.
Would I
they're-
eat somebody?
Kinda.
Oh, that's what I asked
I
the
know
person.
it's kind of hard just to sit out and be like, oh, are you going to eat this person? But
I want to
this
say
has
no.
happened. This has
but
happened time and time again throughout time.
I
There's a
don't-
whole
a
lot of
lot.
this shit.
I don't think
happening.
any of us can answer that honestly because none of us have been that hungry.
Well, I mean, before you ate somebody, would you kill yourself?
No,
You would eat a body before you just died?
probably.
Huh.
It makes it easier if you don't know the person.
Well, okay.
Yeah, that's why I
In
said
this-
none of us.
In this hypothetical, if you're like stuck in the cave, how are you killing yourself? I mean,
I didn't bring it up this time, by the way. Did not bring
no,
it
I
up.
mean, in your defense,
I
like,
know that
his
no
only
one-
option is bashing his face into a rock enough
No.
times.
Cut your wrists with a rock.
Kind of
Some-
like Green
something.
Hill with the pottery.
And
That
what?
Green
Green
Inferno.
Inferno.
My bad.
Oh yeah, anything like that, man. Yeah, that's always my
slit her-
go-to. Oh yeah, she cut her
man.
fucking throat,
That is-
man.
Phew.
No, yeah, the wrist, bleed out.
You gotta go down, not across.
Across his attention, down serious.
Mhm. Going down. You might
I'm gonna
not come
do it,
back
guys.
from
If I
that.
don't get to eat one of you. I want, like I said, I want to say no. There was this independent movie I watched a long time ago. Don't really remember the name of it. It was probably like The Hole or something. This guy put a bunch of people down in this pit and only gave them water and toilet paper. And he just like watched them on cameras, and they like broke down into like a primal state where they were acting like cavemen. And the dudes fucked up one dude, and they started eating it. And then the alpha of the group was fucking this one chick and keeping her around, keeping her safe, and just killing everybody else and eating them. It was pretty crazy.
I figured the woman would be the one to die first.
Well, there was like 3 or 4 women.
There's 3
Oh,
or 4
okay.
women.
I was thinking there was just one.
No, it was like 4 women and like 5 or 6 dudes.
If there was one woman, you got to protect her because she has the vagina.
Speaking of which, I don't know if did we bring this up before, that Fallout game? You know where I'm going with this?
No, I don't know what you're talking
Okay.
about.
Fallout, they have vaults and they were running experiments, and in one of the experiments they ran, they were bringing people down to the vault because there was a nuke going off. So to keep them safe, they brought them down there, a bunch of families and stuff. Well, one vault they brought a wife and a husband, and then everybody else in the vault was men. And then it went off about that.
Oh my gosh, you know exactly what would happen.
Yeah, exactly.
This sounds terrible
It
of
is
men
terrible.
when you say this too.
Yeah.
But you know exactly what would happen. How long do you think it'd take till that situation goes
The
down?
next day, you're pussy.
No, definitely not the next day.
Yeah,
but-
all the other dudes in there besides the husband that was put down there with her are like, I'm in love.
Yeah. I think she's the one.
Dude, I wouldn't put it past a month, to be honest.
They start acting like cavemen.
How many people do
Yeah.
you think would act that
Pussy.
way?
Where
All of 'em.
pussy?
All of them?
All of them.
I don't think all of them. would.
I really do.
Ah, man.
Where pussy at?
Dude, imagine the built up testosterone down there, okay? And then the situation already. I mean, I'm not saying they're immediately raping her, but there's already fist
Man.
fights going on. She's
If
getting.
I was that husband, my
down.
first mission when I got down that vault and realized it was all other men, I'd be like, I gotta find out how to make pocket pussies.
Like, here's a free one. Yeah.
Oh,
what if
man.
that was your wife? What would you do?
Yeah, that's actually
Because
a really
you
good
know eventually some bad shit's gonna happen. Like what if they kill you and get after her and it's a fucking buffet?
question. Dude,
And
that
I'm
is
dead and I don't have
this
to
is-
worry about
this
it.
is pretty much like the worst case scenario of almost anything.
Yeah.
This really is.
That's why I'm never going to get married, so I don't
Because
have to
you-
worry about it.
I mean,
that situation, that specific
Yeah, that
thing.
specific one.
think of it in her view. Not
What?
just
You want me to act like a woman? Dude, you're gay.
Not yours, but like this is the worst thing possible for her. She's about to get raped by 9 different dudes.
Or she's like, I don't see the problem with it.
If your queen's like, I don't see the problem with it, you kill her and start fucking the dudes. I don't know.
No, I mean, if your queen did that, then that's a thing you ain't got to worry about no more. And when you get out of there, you ain't got to worry about her.
What if you never get out of
She's
there?
like, it won't be rape. I'll fuck them all. I don't care. Okay, good. That scenario's taken care of. Now we can all think straight because you're getting
They're like,
fucked.
here's a business strategy.
Yes.
I want commissary from you guys coming
Yes.
up.
Sell her.
everybody's
Sell her out.
everybody's getting pussy now. Now we can think about surviving.
If men just get a little bit of pussy and straighten their heads out, they will find a solution to any problem. Put that in the red pill book.
Isn't there an opposite argument for that? You know, like how like boxers won't fuck until after their fight.
Or you can get rid of the women and children so the men can think in peace.
They've also did scientific studies, I thought, on that, and it ain't true.
Yeah, remember Blue Mountain State?
Oh man, fucking love Blue Mountain State.
You can't fuck me. You can't do anything with me before a game. Don't
Yeah.
kiss me.
She's a whore.
That dude's world crumbled.
That was Jeremy's favorite
Why'd
part.
you get sad, man?
I mean, it's just true.
He found out she was sleeping with everybody but him.
She was
the
a
black guy and the black
Yes.
girl. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember
she
that
was a
part.
legit unicorn to him. I'm like, oh, no one's ever had this, and she's fucking two other. She was in the middle of a threesome at one point.
The two
But
chicks at the
he wasn't
beginning.
getting none.
She was getting a free ride.
Yeah.
Why can't women just admit they were wrong and apologize instead of turn it around on you?
Because you're dumb enough to accept her turning it around on you.
Because you just want her to shut up.
I think it's logic, actually. Like, if she turns it around on you, you start thinking, oh, well, maybe some of this was actually my fault or whatever. But a woman ain't going to do that shit. She ain't going to be like, oh, you know what? This was actually all my fault. I'm sorry. I
wait, hold
apologize.
up. Give them credit. They would do that, but it would be after a 20-minute bitch session.
No. Maybe 2 weeks later, when you brought it back up, you'd have to bring it back up. Like, yeah, I was wrong. Just drop it. Just fucking drop
No,
it.
man, it's our lack of patience as men. If you could just weather the storm, eventually they come around. You just have to weather the storm.
Anytime that's happened, like turn it around type of situation, it's like, well, it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for you doing that or you did
Yes.
this. I'm just like, did I do that? And then I'm like, or am I the asshole? Are you gaslighting me? What's going on? And I'm like trying to think about it like from a third person perspective. I'm like, who was at fault here? Did I act irrational?
Ooh.
It makes me question everything.
That reminds me of a comedian that I remember watching when I was like 12. He goes, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy?
Oh,
There's your answer to a fucking
I
marriage.
remember that. I'm trying
Do you
to
want to
think
be
who that
right
is.
or do you want to be happy?
Well, I feel like as soon as she starts
So
bitching,
I got a
you just-
divorce. I'm happy. And I'm right.
as soon as that happens, you start arguing over like why you're doing the dishes or whatever. They just be like, you just look at her and be like, "Are we happy together? Do you want to be
oh,
with me?
yeah.
Then we're fine.
Yeah, you ask those questions.
Yeah, then we're fine."
Yep. You get the answers. Why won't women just let you sleep? That's one thing I don't understand, you know? Like, why do they just wake you up for no fucking reason?
Dude, back years ago now, whenever I was married and I just had the one kid, I remember I was laying in bed and I was acting like I was asleep. I was watching what my ex-wife and my oldest daughter were doing. They both looked at me at the same time. Then they looked back to each other and raced towards me to see who could wake me up first. I was just like, what the fuck? Why? Well, no.
Oh, well, Vicky, whenever she wakes me up, it's just like, I'm bored. I want to watch something with you or whatever. Like spend time together, hang out. I'm like, oh, okay. And then she falls asleep while I'm up.
I just want to see if he's up.
Yeah.
Dude, I have a very strict sleep schedule. Like, I don't have like I've got 10 hours that I could sleep a 7-hour period in. You can wake me up at any point in time and all this, and it fluctuates. I've got, hey, I'm sleeping for these 3 hours. I have to go to sleep right now,
Mhm.
or I'm not going to get those 3 hours of sleep. So I don't like being messed with when I'm asleep.
Dude, I cannot sleep that way. It's awful.
It takes some time getting
Awful.
up. But yeah.
Fuck that.
I solved that issue by being a complete asshole as I wake up. So
He's been doing that since he was 9.
yeah.
What, Mom?
Why are you smacking me?
Leave me the fuck alone.
Sorry, I was sleep talking.
Actually, most of the time it is sleep
I
talking.
should have used that when I was younger. As an
Sleep
excuse. I
talking.
like that.
It's not an excuse when it's true, bro. It is true. I am consciously an asshole when I wake up too, but there's plenty of stuff I say that I'm not aware of.
He can always blame it on being asleep.
I wish I could have been there that night at the lake when you was asleep and Jake had to wake you up. I wish I could have been there.
I don't think I was
He
rude.
wasn't bad. He was wow.
He just
He
wakes up
fucking
real
raises
mean.
up. Dude, the rest of us are already way over here.
I feel like shit. I get up and I'm like, damn it. Okay.
Jake's already took care of him, got everything in the car for him. Like, come on, buddy.
You can do it.
All right, I got a question for you guys. All right, this goes along with the stuff that we talked about on the last podcast. You know, Jake, how you talked about sex robots and
Did you buy one?
stuff like that. No, I didn't. Oh, I did look them up. Oh my gosh, sex dolls is fucking weird. Okay, I couldn't do it. If it came to a sex robot, I couldn't do it because just looking at the dolls alone, like, I don't know, I felt so
Emasculated.
shameful. Yeah, very, very shameful. But anyway,
God's watching.
I just felt like shit. But no, would you buy a The thing that makes your dick bigger. What is it?
Oh, a
Penis
pump?
pump?
Oh yeah, penis
No.
pump. Would you buy a penis pump?
No.
Why not? That's the one thing
Few
you wouldn't do.
reasons. What do you mean one thing I wouldn't do?
Well, I mean, you would buy toys and a sex robot, but why not? Why not the pump? I don't understand.
I'm not worried about that. And plus, like, I feel like the way that thing works is doesn't it pull all the blood to you?
I mean, I don't know.
I feel like that'll fuck your dick up more than anything.
well, when you get hard, all the blood's going down there.
yeah,
anyway,
but it's
so-
not fucking
It's natural.
pulling out of your body.
I mean, I
Like,
think that's the only way it would work is with like stretching the blood vessels in your dick.
I mean,
yeah, so it making it bigger.
it's kind of like the Kylie Jenner lip challenge thing they did, where they were like suctioning their lips and it made it like
With, like, a cup
purple
or
and shit.
something.
Yeah, it just seems bad.
Would you take extends?
I don't know what they do exactly, but no, like I said, I'm okay.
Well, I mean, I'm okay too, but I mean, it'd be curious.
Nobody here's going to
curious.
admit that their dick's little.
I've been drinking them for years.
They do nothing.
when it came to extends or something like that, I wouldn't do that unless it was like a one time. What is it?
One
What's it-
time,
No,
1
what's the
inch
blue-
extra
Yeah. What is the blue pill?
Viagra.
Viagra. Yeah, like I took Viagra one time to see how it would go, but extends is something
You
that you
have
gotta.
took Viagra?
Huh?
You have took it once?
No, I said I would. I would take
I would
one,
do it too,
but
just to see.
but the penis pump you wouldn't
No.
do.
No,
Hmm.
I'm not. No interest.
I feel like
Extend-
the penis pump and pills are all just a scam. I feel like the penis pump, if it did pump it up to where it's really big, like Kylie Jenner's lips,
How long is
you
it gonna
wouldn't feel
last?
nothing.
I talked to somebody.
Yeah, but imagine that picture, dude. Fucking
Hey,
dick hits
I talked to someone that
We
was
pay for
doing
that
for
because
a
then you
while.
got to pump up right before she shows up too.
No, it's dark.
Bruh. False advertising.
Yep. What do they do?
I don't care what they do.
False advertising.
We're better, right, Brad?
I don't
We're
care.
better.
Exactly. We're better.
Whatever. Anyway,
I was talking to someone that has done that before, like a lot with the pump, and they said it worked and they liked it.
what do they say? The after effects, like what happens afterwards? You pump it up, and then what? How long does it last?
I didn't get in that much detail.
Could you
They-
still feel it?
I'm sure.
I'm gonna buy a pump, and I'll let you know.
Okay, let me know.
Let me borrow it.
You can't fit all the way in.
Oh,
Has anybody here took Viagra?
No.
no.
the closest thing I've ever took anything like that was like a pill at the gas station, one of them, and then that didn't. Actually, that made me nervous as shit taking it because I was afraid it was gonna fuck me up.
Well,
Are you a
one of those,
Brad Knit? Oh
weird
God.
sex pill things
Yes.
they have on the side.
Yes. I was like, I took one.
Icy
time.
hot.
Dude,
Your
they're-
dick.
First of all, they're fucking huge. But
They're
I don't-
suppositories.
I don't remember it doing anything for me. Yeah, that's what it was. Right on the butt. With extends, dude, that's something you gotta take a lot. Like it ain't like you take it once.
I don't understand how that stuff would even work.
It's supposed to grow your dick over time.
I don't-
I wouldn't do
I mean,
that.
it's kind of like roids. Like, would you take steroids?
No.
Too
Cycle
many
on, cycle
negative
off.
side effects.
yeah.
I've never really.
Seth's getting that all natural pump. Look at him.
So,
The only steroids he needs is called a bench press, right?
Oh man, I have been hitting that bench. It's my fucking favorite. I love it.
Oh well, I'll go ahead
It's
and do this.
fun.
I was bitching this to Jake when we went to get that thing, but there's I don't know if you heard of this, but shout out Bro Science.
I've heard of
Oh,
it.
yeah, I was watching some of his videos, dude. Fucking hilarious, and they're mostly about the gym.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like-
So this is
yeah.
something we need to look up.
Yeah, look it up.
Send it in the group chat. I won't watch it.
Yeah.
He won't watch it. Won't
Whatever.
watch it. Yeah.
Besides Jeremy's Reddit pages that he's been sending that are like, huge articles of something that would take me sitting down for 30 minutes and reading. I click on every fucking thing that gets sent in that group
This
chat.
motherfucker, he always tries to like get back at me because like the other day he sent something to the group chat and I came to work. He's like, "Did you watch? Look at that video." I'm like, "I just got to work. You sent it. I woke up 10 minutes before work and got here. I have not." And he's like, "Of course, I'll send you something on your 3 days off or weekend, vacation, whatever you're on." And you come back, "No, I never even opened it. Like, I don't give a shit."
Come
at
up
all."
with an example.
Any songs, any video, Long
that-
Beach Griffey, anything involving the group chat that
I
has a video.
always look at
Nah.
Long Beach Griffey. That's something we got together. That's
I gotta-
that's an us thing.
I
dude.
gotta screen record the shit and then send it. If it says it's a link, you will not do
It
it.
depends on how long that link is, man. If it's 10 minutes, I ain't got that time.
Oh, of course,
I feel
no.
like you can circumvent that by sending it individually because it's like easier for everybody to ignore the thing that's sent to the group chat. But if you send it directly to him, he's gonna be like, this is supposed to be meaningful.
You send it to the group chat Brad. I already know Brad's not watching. So if I don't watch it, I'm like, well, fuck Brad too.
I send it to the group chat if it is funny enough. That's it. Something relatable.
The Reddit pages are not that bad. You just click on it and read it.
But that's something that you can. You're going to click on that and read it, and then you're going to click on the next one and read it, and you're going to click on the next one.
Oh,
It's like you got to be completely informed. There's so much there.
It's the same argument for why I left the stock chat because he can't trust himself to just stick to the thing you said.
No, I want to know more. That's one thing I tried to talk to Kerwin about last night, or brought up was the stock market crash. If he thinks it's going to happen, when I believe it. I mean, it just makes sense to me. You can't make money up and start just printing money and then giving it to people and everything. Everybody just live in some freaking magical country.
But it's okay when the minimum wage goes up and they do it that way.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe I'm changing my mind on that one too.
Oh yeah,
maybe.
He's fluid about that
yeah.
that subject, ain't he?
Just give him
Minimum
a month. He'll be
wage.
like, minimum wage is a
Let's raise
terrible
it up.
idea.
Let's raise it up for 1 month, see what happens, and then shoot it
He
right
does
back
have
a
down.
very
month's not
fluid
long enough.
opinions, doesn't he? Yeah.
Basically, yes.
Well, I mean, I'm
Basically.
learning. I change my opinions as I learn. How about that?
That's fine. But you come up with it like it's your idea.
Listen. They
You're
can.
like, with all my research, I've discovered that minimum wage raising might be a bad thing, guys. Did you know that? Did
No,
you, you
somebody
should have
could-
the same opinion as me.
Somebody could give you a paper cited with references to like everybody who's ever known shit about economics, and you wouldn't read it, and you'd be like, I don't think I believe that, bro. I don't think I think that. And then you'd read the same damn thing 3 months later, and be like, bro, look what I found.
This is my research. Look what I did. And it did come to me in a dream.
if they bumped everybody up to $15 an hour, that was minimum wage. I just want my money to go up equally.
Yeah,
That is all I'm saying.
it won't.
So So a minimum wage of $15 an hour would be fine. Just bring me up also.
No, you're
That is-
staying with them,
I
and now
mean,
you're poor.
That is how it's been my entire fucking career.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Everybody's making 50 cents less than me.
Imagine you went to college and worked your ass off, and you're making $20 an hour.
And now everybody's making
Yeah,
15.
yeah.
15 don't feel special no more, does it?
No, don't.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It was actually, this is what I told Kerwin. Whenever I was doing support and I was making $15.50 2 years ago, man, that was everything. That was fucking great.
That was
But now
goals.
everybody's got money now. Everybody's making that. There's no difference between you and your neighbor.
Yeah, I agree.
People start working there making 50 cents less than you when you're 11
know.
years in.
I know.
It's crazy. I remember you talking years ago, man. You was like, man, if I work really hard every year, I get a 50-cent raise. So
Yep.
after 5 years, I'll be 1 year ahead.
Yep.
Putting that clown makeup on.
After 5 years, I'm 1 year ahead of everybody else.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely the clown makeup meme, man. Because that's how it turned out.
Maybe if I try real hard at this company and really put my all into it, I'll succeed.
You can't fault him for trying to be a good worker. I ain't going to make fun of him for that.
Welcome to Mediocre Movie Minute. I always do this.
Why do we always fuck this segment up?
It's me fucking it up. It's all right.
This is
I'm
the
rolling with
19th episode.
Hey,
I
hey.
need to pre-record that so you don't fucking up.
No, this is special. Anyway, I picked the Stowaway to watch, and I was disappointed with it. Like, I thought it was something completely different than what it was, and I didn't like it. And if I had to give it a rating, I'd probably hit a 4. So,
Fucking perfect.
Jeremy.
Mine also.
Man, I was bored out of my fucking mind in this movie. Nothing happened. They did nothing.
I know.
I'd give it a 2. There was 2 hours of them fucking nothing. Oh, we're running out of air soon.
Yeah.
That's it.
All of that was so inaccurate. It was ridiculous, too. Like, you're telling me that they're going to store extra air on the top and other side of the spaceship where you have to climb outside
No,
to get it?
they didn't store it there like that. That wasn't even supposed to be a thought. There was something there with the launch, and that's why the air was in there. I can't remember the reason, but it was a reasonable answer.
Well, here's another thing. They go and get an air tank full of air. What do you think they're fucking carrying on their back as they're in those suits?
Air, but
Air tanks full of air.
they were carrying what 2 hours worth of air for a fucking month worth of air. That's what they were going out there for.
I would have threw that dude right outside that spaceship. That's what's going to happen.
Because you're a cocksucker.
Yes, yeah. All right. When
What
they're
would you
sitting
rate
there, 4. When they're sitting there having breakfast, and he drinks out of that yellow cup. He goes, "You are only allowed to pack like 800 grams.
Yeah.
What did he say? Something like that."
Yeah, 800 grams of like
Okay,
personal items.
But yet there's a 200-pound man that accidentally got trapped in there, and that didn't throw nothing off.
That's why it threw the
Wrong.
fuel off.
Yeah, I don't know. Stupid. I hated the movie.
What about you, Brad?
I'll give it a 4.5.
I think the acting sucked too.
I don't think the acting was that great. I give it a 4.5, but the only thing I actually found interesting in that movie was when they had to climb across that to get to the air.
Yeah.
Like, at least that was suspenseful.
Yeah.
But like the rest of it, nah, I was same thing, bored out of my fucking
That was the
mind.
only thing that happened in the whole movie.
I agree.
The very end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a lot of problems with the movie around that area that I just didn't understand because I'm not an astronaut and they didn't do a good job of explaining it. But when you're outside in space, I thought you just float and there was gravity. They said that it was going to be stronger near the ship. They start climbing up the motherfucker and then they get over to the other side where the air was and there's more gravity that far away from the ship. Didn't understand
I
it.
think they were like
Artificial
getting
gravity.
in and outside of orbit right there. I think that's what that was supposed to be.
Maybe. It just confused me.
Something like they're making their own gravity on the ship. So while you're close to the ship, you still got it. The farther you get away, then
Yeah, but they got completely far away and the gravity was back because when she pulled off the panel to get to the air thing, it was like and went flying away. It didn't just float out into space. So that confused me. Anyway, so it was fucking cliche. She gets out in the thing and was letting all that air escape. I know it was going to escape some, but she wasn't even attempting to like slow it down. And she's filling up the tank. And I'm like, okay, they got the first one. Now something fucking horrible is going to happen where they can't get the second one. And here it comes. Oh, a fucking solar storm. And then instead of being like, oh, we'll just leave the tank here. That way, you know, we can make it back and we'll just come back for it later. They're like, oh, let's lug this fat piece of shit up. And the dude couldn't do it. And then she slid down the thing with the gravity and she was going fast as fuck and then hit the ship and didn't die. She was going hella fast. Super fast.
should have broke her legs
Yeah.
or some shit.
She hit the
They should
ground.
have fucked up her suit enough to where she.
Or that
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, just everything. And then she let go of the air tank. Also cliche. Seen it coming. It was just dumb. Didn't like the ending.
What about the whole movie, man, where they had no clue what they were doing? These are astronauts that have been trained, supposedly, and the first thing that happens when the artificial gravity shows up, that one dude sitting there puking and shit, acting like he's never been in here.
He wasn't like an astronaut. He was going because he was like the botanist.
Yeah,
He
and
was
been trained for this shit.
very, very little.
Yeah,
She
but
brings
that's
it
like
up.
that's pulling G's, man. Like you're gonna get sick. Like
5
that's really
Gs.
hard
Yeah, I
not
saw
to.
that.
I agree though.
But
That
everybody else was perfectly fine.
Yeah,
He's
it
just
affects
walking around
everybody
with
different.
his, yeah. I don't know, man.
I think that was to show how difficult pulling that amount of G's is supposed to be. They had to at least have one person be sick.
shit. I got all the G's.
Yeah, you are a G. They was walking around acting like they've never seen a spaceship too. They're like,
That girl was
Oh,
completely
this is-
new. She'd
this
never
is
been on one.
amazing. The one that knew how to open up the fucking windows or whatever so she could
Yeah.
see the Earth and all that. She's never been on a spaceship.
No,
but yeah,
that-
she knows how to.
She
do it all.
put in an application and then she got accepted. She
I
didn't
saw that,
expect
but
it.
you have to train for this. Is what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
They trained,
You're-
but not a lot. Like the lady brings it up and she's like, I
Who
know
is
you
going to
weren't-
send somebody to space in a fucking $5 billion spaceship and be like, okay, you guys train 2 times. Go get up in this spaceship.
No,
and
no.
float around the sky. Go to Mars. Actually, yeah, I'm sending you to Mars. I know you have no fucking clue what you're doing, but it's cool.
the commander had all the experience for that stuff, but she was like the medical person and she was just the extra that got invited on because in the movie it said that ship was only supposed to be with 2 people and they bumped it up to 3 and it couldn't really handle it to begin with, and adding a 4th person just fucked it all up. Anyway, the fucking botanist guy, he was there to start planting shit on Mars, I guess, and start making it livable. He had more knowledge about that than being an astronaut.
I guess everything I thought I knew about NASA's wrong. I thought they trained like for 4 to 6 years to go
Whatever you
do-
say is right, bro.
do
Sorry.
shit like this. Do that. Do
Sorry.
that.
Wait, was that
Basically,
was that
you're
your
right.
idea?
4 to 6 years they train for this shit, but all of a sudden someone's going to fucking Mars in a 1-man spaceship,
You're right.
and then they got a doctor along in case someone throws up. It's okay. I'm supposed to take care of you.
I mean, do you guys love each other or not?
Ugh.
I don't like when you 2 fight. It was just,
At least
I
we
think
agreed that it was a shitty
completely-
movie.
It was a complete misrepresentation of how it would work up there. That's the way I felt.
I
all
expected the
wrong.
movie to be more suspenseful, like, oh yeah, we're gonna kill you, and the guy tries to fight back and live. That's exactly what I was expecting. Except he's like, oh, I'm gonna die. Okay, that's sad. I'm not gonna do anything about it. Like that's what happened, and it pissed me off.
You see how
Well-
they try to make him not make him human.
He was human.
But
Relatable.
yeah, way more relatable. Oh, my sister, look, she gave me this bracelet. This is me and this is her. And
I was in a fire.
yeah,
Y'all-
trying to desensitize.
make it sad.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's realistic. If you're
I
around
agree.
someone,
So-
you're gonna learn about them.
Basically, what you're saying is you would have been the dude that gave him the needle and be like, kill yourself, bro.
No, I would have done it in a sleep.
damn.
I would have done it in sleep. First of all, they could see the Earth 90% of that movie, right? They're sitting there flipping on. Why didn't they just turn around?
They said they didn't have enough fuel. Like if they stopped and turned around, they wouldn't have had enough fuel somehow.
But you can make it to Mars.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I agree.
Wait, they were
There's
past the
plot
halfway
holes.
point to Mars. That's
If you
easily
could
explainable.
see the Earth and it's huge right outside that window, you're not halfway to Mars.
I didn't understand it.
I really don't have anything to add about this movie because nothing fucking happened. Like I said,
I feel like we just made it way more exciting than it was.
Yeah.
too. Really.
Also, I didn't understand how the algae the dude made died just randomly. Like it was living and then it was just dead, and he didn't have like an answer for it. He's like, "Oh, it just fucking died." I'm like, "What?"
how did the dude get stuck in there?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it would have made more sense if like when we were watching it, he's like, oh, I gotta get to my sister, and they're like, oh, everything's paid for. They've like, made her good or whatever. Like Megan was like, he did it on purpose for that reason. And I was like, that might be a thing. That might be a thing. And that was never even
Brought
slightly a
up again.
thing.
This
Like-
movie is not suspenseful at all, except for the end when the bird woman, the woman looks like a bird.
Yeah,
She's out there and spoiler alert, she dies.
I didn't like the way they killed her. Like, I wanted to see them at least get to fucking Mars. That's what the whole movie was about. And they didn't even
you
make it
could
to
see it at
Mars.
the end. They were going there.
Yeah. She was just sitting there getting hit by.
Radiation.
I don't understand how any of this works. So she's just sitting there, and then she's like, "Thanks for accepting me," and it just fucking cuts the credits.
She was like, "Hey, can I see the black guy again? Because I did this
oh
to save his life."
dude, was she not wanting to fuck him the
I
whole
was like,
movie?
gosh, man.
Automatically, if a guy takes his shirt off, it's like in a movie, the girl's just like,
Ah.
it's like she's seen a pair of fucking tits.
Pecs, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I did expect something like a little twist at the end, like from her story. She was like, "I was a lifeguard and I wasn't doing my job right and paying attention, and then the guy almost drowned and I almost drowned with him and got saved." I thought like at the end when she was sitting there that a ship was going to be pulling up, like
dude.
she'd done all that for nothing.
Like what was that called? Deus Ex Machina. Like the very last second.
Yeah, it changes everything.
God
Wait.
intervened at the very last second.
But I was expecting to see a spaceship like, "We have oxygen."
Don't do nothing crazy.
Yeah.
When you said how did he get stuck up there in the first place, I don't know if you guys remember this, but she had to like take a drill and unscrew that fucking plate, and then he falls out.
Yeah.
And he
I
had a
didn't-
big cut like in his stomach.
Yeah,
Like,
it
you
was
know,
like
was like
they-
well, clipped to
when they
it.
were
Yeah, he was clipped to
launching, he was probably bashing around. They said something about something got fried in there, so he probably got electrocuted, passed out.
And
shit
then someone
launched.
saw it, and they're like, just put the plate over it, screw
okay.
it.
Well,
in.
he probably tunneled through, maybe. I don't know. It didn't make sense to me. Like, hey, where's this guy at? Oh, fuck. I don't
That's
know.
it.
He was working on the ship. Who knows?
I think it would have been better if like he purposely had done that.
Yeah.
It would have been better if they did anything else. If they did something besides at the end.
Well, I'm sorry. It was a bad movie, but
That's okay.
we at least all agree.
Dude, I had money that she was gonna call this fucking
No.
a fucking 7.
Dude, I
Like,
did
watch Jake like, "Oh, shit, no."
that movie Life that has handsome Ryan Reynolds in it. It was kind of like the same thing, except it was good, more interesting. You watched it, didn't you, Brad?
Was that the one with the alien?
Yeah, it was Live.
yeah,
whatever.
I watched it.
It was good.
Yeah.
I think I have it on my Voodoo.
How old is it?
2018.
It's not that
Okay,
old
never
at all.
mind. I ain't seen it. There was a famous I'll call it famous because I remember watching it when I was younger, like spaceship movie like this, not like this, but anyway, like an astronaut movie or whatever, where like they end up like talking to aliens and they get on like their ship or something and they communicate with them, and they pretty much the aliens, they're like, why you humans are bad and this is why we're going to destroy your world, and they didn't say that, they just showed pictures of it, like of how humans was just destroying everything. I remember like they walked into like this water and then they could breathe in the water or some shit.
That sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't remember anything other than that.
Oh, that's weird. That Life movie was interesting though.
If you, like I said, comparing those two, I'd definitely pick Life over it. But anyways,
Yeah,
yeah,
we know not to watch, or you guys know not to watch
Stowaway.
Stowaway.
Yeah, the movie fucking sucked.
Pass
Dog
up
shit.
Miss Bird Woman.
It was fucking unnecessarily long. I didn't know it was 2 hours. Like I forgot about it, and I was watching it. I was like, damn.
I'm okay with a 2-hour movie as long as something's happening.
Yeah, 2 hours of just floating around looking at CGI space.
Yeah.
When they told him he was going to die or whatever, that's why I expected him. You know, he's sitting there like, you know, trying to process it. Then I thought the movie was about to take a turn. Like,
Pick up.
okay, now it's going to get good.
Like I said, when I talked to you about this movie, I thought he was going to try to kill them, stay alive, do something. And it didn't do anything. That's not how people would react.
He just accepted it.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's a good segue into saying the next movie is 2 hours long.
Well, at least stuff happens, right?
Yeah, stuff happens. Okay. The next movie is Captain Fantastic, since it's my choice this time. And it's got Viggo Mortensen, however you say it. It's Aragorn from Lord of the Rings, that's easier to know. A bunch of other people that I hadn't seen outside of that movie. And the summary is, in the forests of the Pacific Northwest, a father devoted to raising his 6 kids with a rigorous physical and intellectual education is forced to leave his paradise and enter the world, challenging his idea of what it means to be a parent. So I thought it was pretty good. I watched it probably a couple months ago, and it was different, and I think we'll have stuff to argue about in it.
Yeah, Jeremy, you hear that? He's done watching it
can't
several
wait.
months ago.
I'll watch it again.
Oh, thank you.
He watched it a couple months
Good job.
ago.
Good job. I'm good.
This morning, he's like, we was in the meat room. He's like, you can't pick a movie you've done soon.
That was you, not him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I got
different rules apply.
standards.
I got it.
Different rules.
She
for
requires you to
different
cook and
people.
clean. She requires me to fuck. That's it.
You're cute,
I
bro.
thought it was pretty good, and I think we'll have stuff to argue about it. Yeah.
Just for future reference, I'm probably not going to pick a movie I've already seen.
I mean, there ain't. If I see something that I think everybody will like, I'll pick it. You know,
Yeah.
if I've seen it.
Oh.
Only as long as majority of people haven't.
I almost picked this one last time, but there was like between that and Savages, that's what it was. And then you were like really wanting to watch that one. I was like, yeah, we'll just watch that one. Well, Army of the Dead or whatever it was.
Captain Fantastic.
Yeah, I think the title's stupid.
The
but
title
it sounds
is stupid,
very
and
misleading.
it's not nothing like the title.
That's
it
what I was
reminds me of
thinking.
like Captain Underpants.
Yeah, nothing like the
That's
title.
what pops into my head.
Dude, I don't understand that stuff. Like, I want my kid to be this. You're going to be this. This is what I want from you. It don't make sense.
Yeah,
to me.
you should not be that invested in your child, right?
No, not it has nothing to do with investment. They got their own choices.
I agree.
I mean, let them make their own decisions.
Overbearing parents, man.
It makes no sense. If you don't go to college, this college, and do this job, I'm just gonna be so disappointed.
Man,
in
you wait until like they're like 16, you see how they're acting, what they want, and then you take that money that you put back for college, and then you do whatever you want with it if you put any back.
That's better.
I don't know. I can't be a stalker at Walmart, and this is my job, and expect you to be so much better. You know what I
Well,
mean?
his parents weren't. I think they were both lawyers in the movie, so they were like, "You're smart. You can get into Harvard. Like you passed all your tests and everything. It's all paid for, so you should go." And he's like,
Right.
"No."
Like, I never went to college because I had no interest, and I thought it was a stupid waste of time. But you have to go.
And that's when you'd say, "Fuck you," and
Yeah.
get a mohawk and leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the kind of parents that actually have their kids go to college. Walmart
Mhm.
workers.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like dad. I'm going to go be a lawyer.
A hot lawyer.
Hot lawyer or a hot secretary.
If someone gave you $1 million, would you quit work right now?
Yeah.
I would quit my specific job I have at the moment. Yeah.
I want to say no. I would definitely cut down like all the unpaid days off I can and all that. You know, leave of absence.
I really thought this was going to go a completely different direction, and everybody would be like, no, I'd still keep my job.
Oh.
$1 million is like at least 10 years that I'm good for sure.
More than that.
Yeah.
But you
This
can
is so I
set up
did.
everything if you don't fuck it up.
Yes,
That's what-
you're
at
set for
least
life
10
with $1
years.
million.
At least 10 years with me buying shit I want.
So I'm not 100% on the money here, okay? But I've been at Walmart almost 12 years. Just we'll go ahead and count it as 12 years, and not bring home like just a rough guess of saying 30 grand a year, which the first 7 years I
Yeah, so-
didn't make.
So 360,000.
Yeah, knock that down to 300,000, and that's 12 fucking years.
Mhm.
So imagine that 36. You're talking basically 40 years worth of work of making $1 million.
Retiring.
You
Like-
can't be stupid with it. You can't go buy a whole bunch of brand new cars.
Yachts.
Yeah, you can get one.
A bottle service
You
at
can
the
get the
club.
you can get the pontoon boat. but
Yeah.
you can't buy a whole bunch of them.
Dude, you could take 500 grand and put it into stocks that pay dividends and live off the fucking dividends.
I wouldn't do that either.
You wouldn't?
I would put it in a savings account to draw interest.
I
like
don't know
the
how much
safest.
that draws, but
Me neither, but at least I know the stock crash wouldn't take my money.
that's true too. I would invest some of it, a good chunk
Some of it. I
actually.
wouldn't invest fucking half of it though. Like
That's-
maybe
Like every year you take your Walmart's 30,000 and invest that.
I mean,
Mm.
well, yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so you'd spend $200,000 max buying a house, your vehicles are paid off or whatever. Now you have nothing. All you got to pay for is utilities a month.
yeah, part time. Like work half the year. A couple of days a week.
How much money would that be? Like a month? You're paying $200 a month for electric, and then you need food.
Mhm.
You don't need a job at that point.
I mean, with the amount you eat, you might.
I might need more than $1
What
million.
would you do with your time?
That's
I'd
the question.
want to go, like, not. I don't know how to explain it, but you know how people travel around. Like,
Yep.
I don't want an RV, but like a van, type of thing. Take some people with me and go travel, like road trip map
get,
around.
Get an Airstream.
Yeah, maybe. Not one of them big goofy looking RVs though. I don't know.
Who
Maybe-
would you take with you?
My friends, I'd be like, I'll pay for this year. Don't worry. But
Us and his
we'd probably
queen.
go to the Bell Witch Cave. That
If I had $1 million, we'd definitely go. to
would
the
buy the Bell Witch Cave.
I'd buy the cave.
I think I'd just work on and off when I was bored. I think that's how that would work for me.
I mean, we're you
Ain't
like.
that what you do now?
Kind of.
There's no way you would show back up to a normal job, Brad.
No.
That's what
you
I
would
mean.
never
I said
ever
I'd,
be.
I'd quit where we work.
No, I
would.
mean a normal job. You would work, but it would be, he'd go outside, he'd make spears.
Like something.
That would be your work. But
Right.
seriously, that's what I was talking to Noah about last night. Like, you got 9 hours a day now that you don't have to focus at work. You could, that's 9 hours a day you could be focused on a podcast.
Mhm.
You'd have your own studio. You can actually be making your craft perfected.
Would you rap?
No, I would go back to playing a shit ton of fucking Madden.
Man,
Yes, that is exactly what I do.
I don't know if you could beat Jeremy even with all that spare time.
Well, when you're the best, you're the best. And,
I don't feel
the
like
Bears
you
just
should
the
still
best.
like you get that $1 million. Say you take your setup you have without that $1 million, go to college or something like that, and then you still get the benefits like all the grants and all that shit. So you don't even have to pay.
Do you get
You
to
do
get the
good.
grants if you have that much money in your bank account?
Yes.
What?
I
Why?
don't
Yes.
know about that, man.
You
Why
gotta
would
do
they-
it prior taxes? Prior to taxes.
It's going to come back to you, though.
I would not go to college.
Me neither.
No,
You
there's no
ca- you
fucking.
got
Oh, I got
college?
money now. I have to go to school. I'm not doing it.
when you don't have to work at all.
No, I'm not going to school.
Imagine
You could go to college for the next 10 years, all paid for, easy.
Yeah, I'm not
and then
doing it.
have a job where you work 20 hours a week.
what
College
is the
itself
job you
is the
want
job.
to do?
Actually, your own business if you wanted to.
I'm not going to college.
He can set up his own business without a degree.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, lawyer, for example. You could go to law school, become a lawyer, and then you could literally just take on whatever client you wanted or not.
I think you have to have that dream before you get the $1 million. So, does any of us want anything like that? What do you want, Brad? What is your dream job?
It was my dream job.
Yeah.
I would go work a bunch of different places for a week at a time and see if I liked it.
And then eventually find a dream job.
yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have a dream job like that. Jake would have a fucking room that is like the most comfortable game suite room ever, and he'd sit there for 8 hours a day.
Still wouldn't play a video game.
And that would, yeah, you would. And that would be his job.
I would probably buy a graveyard and then a casket and just start preparing it. Get it just the way I want it for when
You
I
would
kill
buy
myself.
a fucking movie theater. and
Oh
you'd start
yeah,
that shit.
definitely. I don't need college for that.
Yeah, you don't. That's the only dream
That
he's
is
ever
actually
had.
a pretty good idea, man.
Dude,
That's been
Especially
Jake's
around
dream.
here.
That's-
Build your own movie theater. You can fucking sell tickets to shit.
And put
Oh,
movies
shit.
that are worth a fuck.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait
we'll
a
put
second.
Stowaway up there.
The Swiss Army Man would run 24/7 all year long.
One theater
Or-
is dedicated to our mediocre movie minute.
Oh, dude, that would be
that
awesome.
would be that would be nice.
The Only Man's Theater.
But seriously, that's been Jake's dream since I fucking knew him.
I do want to get a movie theater, but that's like a long, long thing away.
Wait, he got married. That just threw off all those plans.
No, it's just I don't have all that money sitting around.
Yeah, I know.
One day though.
But anyway, Jeremy, what would you do with your time?
I don't know, man.
Look at that grin. Fuck more women. Dude, ain't you getting tired of that? Like, I want to know the answer to this question. Like, how much is enough? Or actually, that's another question. But how much is too much pussy? Like, when do you cut it
I
off?
couldn't tell
One.
you. I don't know.
One.
Couldn't
Like-
tell you. If I ever were to have sex again, I'd be able to tell you for
Like,
sure.
after you have sex with 100 girls, do you still want 101 or?
I don't know, man.
Okay.
It's been so long since I've had sex. I'm basically at 0.
Here's a question:
You're
would you,
reversing -1.
I'm almost a virgin.
would you take that $1 million lump sum, or would you have it like distilled to you in payments?
Lump sum.
I want that big
You
fat
get the
lump
money
sum on
and
my
just
face.
get robbed immediately.
Dude, if I got the money, I'd immediately call up a couple exes, make sure they're okay.
Yeah, I'm
make sure
sure.
everything's good.
That white knight
I
mentality.
appreciate that honesty.
Well, I don't have a boat, but I do have cash. Are you okay?
Would you like? I know that was a joke, but would you like? Not necessarily. Yeah, brag. Would you brag? Would you let it be known? Like, look, bitch. You missed
No,
out.
not like that.
Ugh.
Not like that. Mm-mm.
I feel like you just
Nah.
spend all your time with different hobbies and shit. You know, you'd be like, "Oh, I want to try like fucking bow fishing. I'm gonna go do that for a season." You know, and then you get tired of that. You go do something else, and then you keep doing that with shit.
I feel like you would do the passions that you actually have if you know what they are. And I feel like fishing's been a thing that I've been missing for at least 2 or 3 years now. That's something now I have nothing but time to do
Yeah, if
this.
this podcast ends early enough, I'm gonna go.
Okay, there's that. There's going and like I've discussed with Jeremy. I used to play Madden all the fucking time, and I loved it. And
I've got
the ultimate
it's-
team.
It's
grind.
my fault, man. I think I beat the Madden out of you.
You think that's what it
I
is?
think so.
I've tried to pick it back up, but like if you've got 9 hours a day, now you can actually do what you want to do.
I would want to find out what I actually like, man. I would try
What?
to do some kind of hobby, like you said.
Well, that's what I think. Like you would just
Shooting
try a bunch
guns.
of different hobbies.
Dude, imagine if you had $1 million, you spent 20 grand of that million on your own little what is it, the hole in
Arsenal?
ground, like a
Bunker?
bunker, yeah, something like a bunker or something,
Awesome.
yeah, a nuke proof bunker.
You know, with that, I've thought about something like kind of ironic or funny, but say the end of the world happens and you fucking spent money and time preparing a bunker, and then someone kills you, like you don't get to use it.
Yeah, about Bill Burr talks about that, like collecting all these guns and shit, all this resources. He's like, all you're doing is collecting shit for the biggest guy on the block. Like,
I mean, if the biggest guy on the block knows you got it.
Well, I mean, like, say, even if no one knew it, like the end of the world's happening, you're stuck at Walmart. You're like, no, I gotta get home.
Yeah, I mean, the survival bag, the bug out bag that we've all started putting together. The same thing for that. I mean, more than likely you'll never use it.
Yeah.
You hope to
But-
use it.
Exactly, you still got it in case you ever did.
You said you play Madden for 9 hours a day, right? Is that what
not
you
not completely 9. I'm not saying that, but I would be. Yeah, you're
How
talking at
long?
least 3 or 4.
How do you do that?
I don't know.
How do you play games for more than 20 minutes?
When you get on Ultimate Team, there's a grind. It's kind of like
Yeah.
Smite. I don't have the time right now, Jake. If I had the time,
You haven't had time for 4 years.
my point exactly.
Yeah. Every time we get on a video game, you're like, oh man, I know it's been 10 minutes, but I'm hopping off right now.
Yeah, when I was married, it was a complete different story.
What, you had all the time?
More time. For one, my kid was so young at that point that they don't take much to watch them. And then we both live together, so I'm like, hey, I'm going fishing. Now I can go spend 3 hours fishing. Or she's doing nothing right now. I'm just going to go in here and play Madden. And I'd actually get to spend 2 or 3 hours. I ain't got that no more. It's
Well,
gone.
when you have $1 million, you're still going to have that kid. So
And I've also got 9 hours a day, 5 days a week.
you would end up having your kid an extra 9 hours.
Oh, I would.
Yeah.
I know. But like, All right, so here's a good example. This morning, Noah messaged me. Like, I got home, I watched an hour of that movie. That's me time, right?
Yep.
I slept for 3 hours. Got
That's
up,
you
watched
time.
another. Yeah, got up, watched another hour of that movie, and then Noah messaged me and goes, "Hey, you want to play Fortnite?" I can't. I have to give my child attention. Like, it's unfair for her that she's been sitting in there in the living room, bored out of her mind for the last 5 hours, and I've been spending all this time on me. So that's where a lot of my time goes to.
Fortnite has split screen.
I know. I'm actually thinking about getting another PlayStation just for that. By the way.
What, another PlayStation?
Mm-hmm.
You can play
I-
it on the same.
Yeah,
PlayStation.
I've split screened and it sucks.
Yeah, it does.
It's like
But
it's like
an option.
N64 old days. But if I had another PlayStation, she could be in there playing it.
Yeah.
Since I've mentioned it a couple times, Rocket League's like that too. You could split screen Rocket League with her.
Yeah, I've been seeing that you've been playing that. I need to download it. But anyway, that's why I'm like, okay, I can play 40 minutes. You know, this is fair. I'm doing my thing. Now I got to go in here and spend time with her.
Oh,
I know. God, this sucks. I can't wait till you have a fucking kid.
Okay, Kenzie.
Don't put that bad juju on me.
Yes, I'll come in there and play soccer for 30 minutes.
I'll just lay down, like kick my head, just fucking.
Please just do
I
it.
think you would just spend that time fucking finding hobbies, you know? Like, oh, I'm really into archery right now, or like some shit, you know?
Or
Like,
chasing your true passion.
yeah.
I'm really into simping right now.
I mean, I can afford to simp.
Yeah. Hey, baby, I got $1 million and nothing but time.
Nothing but time.
Jake would I'll not have $1 million. He'd have 700,000 after he bought his house.
Yeah,
But,
no, way lower. 400,000. The house just got bigger. Vicky's like, we can afford this.
We need 4,000 square feet.
What would I do if I had $1 million? Because if you had $1 million, you ain't gonna work at Walmart, man.
You're
You
gonna
ain't-
work
you're-
at your passion, work, but you're gonna do what you want to do.
You're
man.
going
What is
to
it you
do
really
what
want
you
to do?
want to do.
Like I said, it changes the way you view work. You work now because you need money.
Yes.
You'll work then because you enjoy the work.
You will
I'm
wake
not-
up.
Who's gonna say? Nobody's
Work's
gonna say
supposed to be a
Walmart.
hobby. I mean, like, that's when you find your dream job, when you're making money from a hobby that
But-
you like.
If you want to put that in percentage wise, there's like maybe 10% of people that work because they
Enjoy
love
it.
what they do. Yeah.
Can I just say, we hear like $1 million get tossed around a lot, but when you actually sit and think about how much $1 million would change each of our lives, that's a big lump sum of money, man.
People anymore think that $1 million ain't a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
$1 million is still a lot of fucking money.
Yes.
Like I said, 12 years, I've maybe not even take home made 300 grand.
200 grand of that $1 million would set me up right where I would want to be forever. Basically,
That is what I'm saying.
I could pay off my house, build another house there that I actually liked, and I'd be good.
Yep.
Like
It
that
doesn't
would be
even have
done.
to. It doesn't even have to be $1 million to change your life.
No.
Basically.
And
Yeah.
what you make, let's say you make $20,000 a year, and that's what has to keep you up right now. That's because you have bills like a house payment and stuff. You don't even have that payment no more. So now that 20 grand that it takes to keep you up a year, that done went down. Now it don't take that no more.
It winds up you're basically in retirement mode. All you're doing is paying for what you eat and what
Yeah.
you watch. You know,
Exactly.
like
Exactly.
If you're getting by on 20 grand a year, you've kind of been scraping by, and
in the grand scheme of
in
things.
the grand scheme of things, yeah. If you get $1 million, you're gonna be frivolous. You're gonna live life up a little bit. I know I would.
Yeah, definitely.
We'd have a plane. We'd have some drugs.
Dude, your $1 million
Yeah,
is
I know,
gone.
it's
Jeremy.
I mean-
you just paid 200 grand for a fucking
Didn't I
plane.
send this to the group chat not that long ago, but it was like 2 years ago, like poverty level was like 17,000 or something a year, and now it's like 12. Like they changed it for whatever reason, I don't remember.
Because everybody got those stimmies.
Probably. So if
All
you add
the
the
money,
$5,000 worth of stimulus, it's the same. You might as well say something under 17 grand a year poverty level.
Would you date someone with 3 titties?
Are we talking like 3 complete boobs? Is that what
3
we're talking-
complete boobs. Like, it's like one directly in the middle of the chest and then one. 3 titties.
I mean, that wouldn't be my first pick.
It wouldn't be your first pick. Well, she was like,
Normal 2 titties.
she's a 10. She has 3 titties.
She's
is-
attractive.
Yeah. Okay.
You actually like her.
I don't know. I would have to see it.
He's like, what do you got?
What do them
it looks
titties
nice.
look like? All 3 of them.
It's a nice looking tit.
Is this like noticeable all the time?
Yes.
Like when she's in the
Yeah,
shirt and stuff.
she has like these. Boom, boom, boom.
Ain't there a cartoon that has this?
Well, if I had $1 million,
seen it somewhere.
Jake, I would pay to get the 3rd tit removed.
What if she didn't want to remove it?
Yeah, that's part of her. You selfish prick.
Well,
She
then
likes it.
Then I'll get the other 3 titties.
Now, if she had a dick, I could see you removing that. Jake would be like, no, we're keeping it.
It's okay. I like you for you.
Have you seen Kung Pao?
Yep.
That's what I think. Or maybe she had one.
I know she had one in the middle.
Yeah,
She had a Cyclops tit.
I don't.
I
I'm
can't
thinking
really
like
remember.
Rick and Morty. Don't they think they're like an alien girl, like one
I don't know.
eye face
That's
and then three
Futurama.
Futurama, yeah.
She doesn't have 3 titties.
No.
She
She's
doesn't?
got
No.
two.
Okay.
But yeah, Kung Pao. She either have 1 or 3, which that's a good movie. It's fucking dumb and funny, but it's not on Netflix. I checked.
Would you date a girl with 3 tits, Jake?
Yeah, I'm not shallow.
I really don't.
Fuck you.
You guys act like a third tit is this
Yeah,
disgusting
seriously, you're acting
thing,
like
man.
It's this nasty, deformed, like fucking zit on her chest.
I'd have
or
to see it
something.
before I decided if it weirded me out enough. I don't know.
I'm sure there's
Brad,
Google
would you date a
images.
chick with 2 tits?
What? Sometimes less is more. Okay.
What does she look like?
She's got every other attribute I want, but she's got 3 tits. I mean, I feel like we settle for worse.
You're settling for a girl with 3 titties.
What if she's got 2 buzzies?
Yeah.
Oh,
They all
man.
do.
3. Legit. What if she was double pussied up down there?
Yeah.
How's this pussy set?
Is it side by side?
Yeah,
or
side by
I was thinking
Each
side by
area?
side.
Man, you know I double dip each time. Boop, 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 each time.
I like
She
how you
ain't
said
getting
boop boop because it definitely would make a splash, motherfucker.
Bloop, bloop. No, it's not a bucket. I'm hoping she's hot.
Yeah, the double pussy thing's not a negative either.
No.
What?
A new one every day.
Oh yeah.
Switch it up.
It'd still get old though.
Oh, if after Jeremy wears it out.
Jeremy asked a fucking great question this morning. Ask it, Jeremy.
I don't remember what
The
I
new
asked, man.
old.
How did I word it?
How long does it take for an old pussy that you've had before? Like you quit having sex with a girl. How long does it until it becomes new again?
When it's not readily available.
It's all of a sudden new. No, you already know though.
I feel like if
Couple years?
no, if the chase is back on,
That's
like if you're
actually
just
a good one.
if you're like, come here, yeah,
Your pussy's still
times.
there. Still
Yeah.
got one.
Like I said, if it's not readily available.
but if you have to actually put in effort, you know how we were talking about the chase. Everybody likes a chase.
I don't know.
Shout out to Chase.
I don't know if you would feel the same way about it. It ain't new. You've done had it.
Yeah, but if you, I fucking rode all the rides at Dollywood,
All right,
but I'll go back.
Let's put it
Okay,
in context. You conquer an island.
Mm-hmm.
You make it your bitch, right? You
You
rule
fuck the shit.
you
out of that
rule this
island.
fucking island. Then you leave, and somebody else immediately comes in and takes it over.
Mm-hmm.
Is
I'm
conquering
already
it again?
fucking this island over here.
Is conquering it again? Would you do it?
It
I'm not
depends
saying I
on.
wouldn't do it.
It depends
but
on if you're just cast adrift at sea, or if you're on your way to another island.
But is it gonna be new? That's the question. Yeah, you're conquering it again, but it ain't new.
It's not new, but like I said, if you got to try again, it's fine. But if it's just like, oh yeah, this is my island. Yes, it's your island. Oh yeah, that wasn't fun. Turn around.
Even if I had to try, like right after I got done trying, I'm like, yeah, I'm the same shit.
That's when you flip that island over.
Oh yeah.
Get the second pussy.
How many girls would you actually go back to that you've had sex with before?
I feel like Jeremy's gonna be like, all of them.
None of them. Yeah, there's got to be one.
Well, you mean just have sex with them? Or...
Yeah, it's not a relationship.
Okay, all of them except one.
Really?
Mhm. What about you, Seth?
Maybe 3. I can definitely think of 2. Yeah, 3.
Wanted to talk about Dexter a little bit. I know you guys haven't watched it.
I haven't.
Oh, Seth watched it. I was just wanting to know if you guys were cool with someone killing people. Bad people.
No.
You fine with that? Like
If they're-
if
if they're-
Batman
if-
actually fucking cleaned up the streets of Gotham, right?
Yeah, how much better would Gotham be if he actually killed the Joker and
Utopia.
the Riddler and
He inadvertently lets
penguin.
all these innocent people die.
Okay, I think we gotta like see where the line is. So, for example, the child diddlers that go to prison, and then those guys, kill them, rape them to
It's-
death or
it's
whatever.
not
You're
a-
cool with that more than
no.
likely.
It's not a line for me. It's is he 100% right? Are these
Yeah,
people
yeah, yeah.
actually doing these things?
Yeah.
Because that's why you got a court system and stuff, so to prove innocence and all this. If he's just killing people off of hearsay, there's a lot of innocent people probably dying.
Oh no, it's
Yeah,
100% right.
100%
So
right.
as long as it's 100% right, I have no problem.
All right, so no process is
No.
perfect. What if he killed one innocent person a year on accident?
How many does he kill that's actually guilty?
I mean, it's justified in the end.
The other, all the other ones except one.
He killed
What's
1,000.
What's
he
the number?
killed 1,000 people. 999 of them was guilty.
Okay, then we got to live with that result.
Yeah,
He can sacrifice the one innocent.
Yeah.
I mean, I really have no issue with that.
I mean, if you're 99% right on shit, I like those odds.
Well, what if it was 100 to 1, still the same percentages?
He's, I can just
Yeah.
see it now. He's like looking up like shit on the dude that was innocent. He's like, oh, he had a speeding ticket. That was he just paid for it.
Oh, thank
Okay.
God.
Yeah, see, that's another question. Like, what mean?
Someone that's killed someone on purpose and they're gonna do it again. That's what
They don't even
Dexter's
have to
about.
do it again.
I know, but
the
Dexter
murder. Okay.
and Dexter, he's like, oh, this guy's killed somebody and he's showing signs that he's gonna do it again, and he's kind of like stalks him, and then he gets him right before he's about to do it again.
And that's it.
Yeah, diddlers that kill people too. I don't know if they have to kill people or if they just have to be diddlers. Can't remember. But yeah, I think
Pretty
diddlers
much if
should
they're
die.
just a complete shitty human
Okay,
being that
that
fell through the legal system.
And rape. All right, those three, that's death to me, right? But there's a lot of people who think different ways too. Like, someone's went to jail 10 times for stealing. Does he kill that person too?
No, that's not how
I
he
know
works.
that's not how that works, but this hypothetical person we're talking
I
about.
said this before. You cut off fingers. You do it. You gotta do it.
So this guy can be cutting off fingers too.
No, I mean just the government needs to start doing it. Not
what if
just
it's
him.
your fucking local meth head who's been on meth for 10 years?
I
You
want
give
them to
you-
die.
You give them a lifetime supply of meth and see if they kill themselves right then.
And
With-
one needle.
yeah.
But
See if they overdose within 20 minutes. If they do, problem solved. If they don't, take it all back and say go to rehab.
I feel like if someone's stealing, like first time you go to jail, whatever. Second time you threaten the finger. Third time you cut off a finger, and you just keep cutting off fingers until they have no more.
Man, cut that finger off the second time. First time's a warning. Second time, you're just getting it.
All right, well you gotta let them know about the finger thing.
Yeah.
like if you get it again, that finger's gone.
Definitely.
Well,
definitely.
well, Timmy, let me see your card.
No, they already
This is
know.
your card.
They know from the get go because this is a law. Okay, we're going
Yeah.
imagination. This is a law like the Middle East. You steal, you get your finger cut off.
Yeah.
That is the deal.
What would make you happy, Seth?
I feel like I am happy. The only thing I could ask for more right now would be time.
I respect that.
What would make you happy, Jeremy?
More time, more money. More money, so I would have more time.
What are you going to do with the money or the time? That's the ultimate.
I would
thing.
spend more time with my family. I would spend more time with my kids, and I would see more of my family that I don't already see. I would go talk to family members I've not talked to in a while, and I would actually fucking talk to them. I would hear more of their stories, like about our family and shit that they think they saw, like their ghost stories and shit about what happened to them when they were kids.
That's
Shit
good
like
stuff.
that.
That's good stuff. I think when you have a goal of get money too, like you got to have something that you want with that money. What is it that you want with that money? You know,
Time. That's what I want. That money
to be able to buy time. I think that's how it always turns out.
Well, yeah, you're buying something with it. So it's kind of like that question we said before. Like, if you had 2 weeks to live,
What would you be doing?
what would you be doing? for
and
that
that's
2
what you
weeks?
should be doing
Family.
right now.
Exactly.
No, you would also be hanging out with us. You'd be doing this. You would do this podcast if you only had 2 weeks to live. You'd be sitting here right now, man,
Yeah. Hey,
with some alcohol in you.
me and Jake both.
Yeah, you'd be like, I'm lit, fam.
Jake would have done more than 2 shots. I promise that.
Yeah.
He been doing some butt chugging.
Hey, butt chugging.
You're coming with me.
Snorting lines of coke, getting strippers.
Would you ever do that? Take a shot up your butt?
No.
Would anybody?
No.
I feel like it would hurt a lot, like burn to death.
I've got buried treasure in my butt. Staying. I'm saving it for somebody special.
Are you?
Yeah.
Was that on Shameless? The dude like was like using alcohol as like eye drops to get
Mhm.
drunk.
Yeah. His liver was fucked up, so he had to ingest it a different way.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He was like dropping it in his fucking eye.
Imagine the kind of problems you have. That's what you got to do.
I bet that hurt like a bitch.
It has to.
Mhm.
Speaking about the what would make me happy, and I said time, I did go ahead and decide to take that extra, 80 hours. I'm not cashing out at the end of the year. Got a vacation coming up at the very end of July.
Nice.
I'm able to get 3 more 9-day vacations from now until February.
Good.
And plus, that's not including taking that little mini vacation in October.
When are we going to the Bell Witch Cave?
In October.
Whenever Jake decides.
In October?
Yeah, it's in October.
His
Wow.
podcast, his plans.
How can we do it in October?
Oh no, we're doing the hike in October.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
The
Well,
hike's
I
the
mean,
13th
shit, we
and
can
the
do
14th.
something around September.
Why not
Let's go
August?
for your birthday. What was that fucking smile about?
Smile 'cause
you
you
got other
remembered his
plans?
Yeah, you're so sweet. No, I don't have any other plans.
Okay, let's do your birthday. Birthday Bell
Okay.
Witch.
All right, well, that's actually good. I like that.
For Stat's 40th birthday.
Hey, be nice.
31st. Why you smiling, Bear?
I'm just listening.
Over there with
Hey,
his thick
motherfucker,
locks.
we live in Castle Bears. It smells like pussy in here yet again. I swear to God, he got fucked before we got here today.
No, man.
No, he don't smile like this unless he's getting pussy.
I told you. I couldn't tell you last time I had sex.
We can take this out. She don't have to know.
Okay, she
that
shows up and blows you. Whatever.
Yeah, you got off.
What's that? Blows me? What's that mean? What's that mean? It doesn't happen.
Hint, hint.
Man, it really suck if somebody was in here sucking Jeremy's dick right now.
I don't know what I'd do.
They're fucking terrible. I'd hit it from the back.
And we'd leave awkwardly.
Jake, let's get back in your car again. I've got to talk to you about something.
Fucking sweating.
When we going to do that threesome, Jeremy? That's another good question.
Dude, you got to find somebody willing to fuck me first.
You know I have
No,
now.
you haven't?
Yeah, I have.
No, you haven't.
Okay. You know I have.
No, you ain't.
Okay, it's you got to be willing to fuck them. That's it. So when we going to do this?
You got to find somebody willing to fuck me first.
When I do, and I bring this person up, what are you gonna say when I bring her right to you? Be like, we got it. Now let's set this.
You wouldn't do it.
Okay.
You wouldn't do the chick.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have a
You're not enough
podcast
of a
story.
man, Seth.
Do what?
You're not enough
No,
of a
I'm
man.
not saying that. It's just
No balls.
she's not your type.
She ain't, but I'll fucking do it. I've done
Why
worse.
how about this? How about me and you just have sex? Because that's basically what it is.
You both sitting there fucking a girl neither of you wanted to. Just looking at each other like, is it okay?
I love you, bro.
Are you enjoying yourself? Is this what we thought it was going to be?
Let's just push her out of the way.
Get out. Your services are no longer required.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna set this up. We can come over, have a couple shots, get comfortable, and it'll go down.
Okay. Whatever you say.
All right.
You ain't calling me out on the podcast.
He's going to show up to your house by 8 o'clock at night. And he's going to knock on the door
Or it could be dark.
with the girl with him. They're already going to be pre-drunk.
No, you're gonna know who it is. We're gonna talk beforehand.
Man, I had a bunch of fucking things I was wanting to say like sporadically while everybody's talking. I'm like, and it's just gone.
I'm gonna get that Bell Witch set up though.
Fine with
Seriously.
it, man.
Yes. We should do more haunted shit, man.
We should do more shit in general.
Oh, I'm busy.
We don't have $1 million, Seth. I'm sorry.
You don't need $1 million.
I just need a heads up that way I can get off of work or
Well, you can also come up with ideas.
theme park.
Huh?
Theme park.
Yeah, no shit. I ain't been to one of them in
You
God
know, I
knows
was
how
going to
long.
Dollywood and all hands and scream. when
Okay,
we're going around the
I ain't
loop.
going to
No, I don't
Dollywood.
wanna go to Dollywood.
I'm not going to
Let's go to
Dollywood.
Six Flags.
What's far
In
away?
Georgia?
I don't know where the fuck it is. Let's go to one of them big cool ones though.
You know what? If we actually took the time and made trips out of things, fucking Adams, Tennessee is like 4 hours away. There can also be things you can hit up on the way or on the way back, and maybe do more than one thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we're going to Bell Witch, but we can also go over here to this theme park at the same time.
I'm fine with it. I'd love to do it.
I'm not a big fan of roller coasters.
What?
Yeah.
Why not?
Would you guys do that slingshot thing?
No.
What?
No.
The thing that puts you in a
Yes.
ball?
Yeah.
No, I won't do it.
Pussies.
No.
No,
Not
it doesn't
doing
do that. It
That was
just-
like that, and then the giant ass swings that like fucking spin and throw you around.
That's-
Neither of those I'm doing.
I'm not getting on a giant ass Ferris wheel. I'm not doing
Okay,
it.
you're. A
What are you
pussy.
gonna do at the theme park?
No, listen, a theme park's different. I will get on a roller coaster. I'm not getting on a giant ass Ferris wheel. Won't do it.
Why?
Because I won't do it. I don't trust them. I don't like it. I don't
Does it
like the
quiver
feeling.
when it's real high?
Yeah. And my vagina does.
Yeah.
Okay, well here's my challenge. You and Jeremy have a threesome at the top of a Ferris wheel.
Okay.
Hey, we'll do that.
Yeah.
You got it, Brad.
I want to do the slingshot thing. I don't want to do it by myself. And
Why?
nobody,
Pussy?
You're going to.
Pussy.
that's-
Pussy.
yeah, that was awesome when I did that all by myself. Right, guys?
I've got this over you guys. Fuck you.
Nah.
Get your queen to do it with you.
She won't.
I know.
I don't
Yeah.
blame her.
You won't do it.
No.
Oh.
Now I got to.
Yeah.
Dude, I can sit here all day and be like, fuck yeah, we'll do it. When it comes time, I ain't doing it.
Oh no, dude! I'll be shitting my pants too. But like once you're locked in, you can't get off of it, so it's fine.
I'm not doing it.
Maybe if someone sends us some messages about it, if they say we have to,
We
you
would
know?
be the people that, like, it's like a slingshot. We would get, we'd be the ones fucking gone.
That'd be an awesome ride for a
Maybe.
while.
Great 45
Imagine that
seconds.
too, because you'd be like going through there. You'd be like,
Seth would be up there confessing.
Oh.
He'd be like, "I'm sorry, Jake. I always fight you. Your movies are awesome. I'm sorry.
I just
I
want to
secretly place my."
I just want to be like you, bro. That's it.
I do believe in aliens.
I feel like if that happens, you need to hyperventilate, make yourself pass out.
Oh man,
That suck.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not gonna last like 10 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
but
You know it's over. That's it. You're just watching yourself die.
Yeah, I feel like you only get enough time to be like, I'm fucked. I'm like, he's dead.
I feel no. I mean, it'd be like just
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
into the atmosphere.
I
feeling
imagine you're getting a little bit of
it.
time.
Yeah, a good 20 seconds maybe.
Yeah, but you're also like spinning. It ain't like you're just going
would you even
straight.
notice? Like,
That's awesome, man. Yeah, Jake, you was so right.
that's what all of his hosts say.
Oh. Yeah, now he turns his mic off. He's never had sex before, Vicky. Didn't you know that?
Oh, sorry, man.
Yeah, he was a virgin.
I'm a queen. So you'd only ride roller coasters at a theme park?
I'm not gonna do the slingshot. I'm not doing a Ferris wheel. Nothing like that.
A Ferris wheel ain't even crazy though.
It is
so
to
like
me.
I try to paint a picture in my
just-
head of what you'd be doing.
When I see a Ferris wheel, it's falling over.
You like walk
A
up to it,
Ferris
knock it
wheel-
over with your shoulders.
A Ferris wheel's for like kids and couples anyway. In my
Yeah,
opinion.
I agree, but still, just like the fact that you
I
ain't
feel
doing
more.
it.
I feel more safe in a roller coaster than I do in a Ferris wheel.
Hmm.
I really do.
Said just the slingshot thing, and then those things that fucking swing you, like you're in a regular ass swing, but they're spinning.
Oh, what about that
fuck
one?
those. I won't do them.
It's like a big swing. It starts down here and it's like a cage, and then they slowly rock,
yeah, I've
and then
done
it goes up
I've done
upside
and
down.
flops over.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that one either.
What?
No, I'm not doing that.
I've done ones like that.
I'm not doing them
No.
big scary rides.
Big black scary
like
things.
a-
big black
like a
ones.
pendulum thing.
yeah, I'm not doing that one either. But
Yeah.
there's
There's
where I
no-
draw the line.
There's no
I like
point
the
in us going to the theme
carousels.
park.
No, like roller
He's
coasters.
like, let's go to the teacups, guys. Spin me real fast.
I'll
No.
spin the shit out of it.
Dude, and them are fucking worse than roller coasters. God, I'm sick and got a headache after I get off that shit.
Well, when you've ate fucking 5 funnel cakes before you do it.
I
Dude,
like to eat.
I went to the fair like a few years back with Vicky and my cousin, and he ended up getting sick. And I was like, "Damn, man, I think he ate a lot." And I ended up eating too. And then I started getting fucking sick, like riding something, like I was getting nauseous. And I was like, "Oh no, this is old. This is what happened."
Yeah, this is what dude. Last time I rode the one at Dollywood, the Twister Tennessee Tornado. There we go. It goes upside down 3 times. I got off and I had a major headache the rest of the day.
It ruins
That's
your
how
fucking day.
That's
you
how
know
I
those
felt.
gravity ones that like suck
Yes.
you against the wall? Have you done one of those since you've been older?
Yes.
yeah, that's what made me sick.
Yeah, they're fucking worse.
Yeah.
Like they hurt.
All that G-force.
I don't know
it
what it
fucking
is,
hurt.
but it goes straight to my head, man.
Have you hung upside down since you've been older?
No, No.
That's fucking worse too.
I can't think of what it is. I don't know if it's a blood pressure thing or what, but yeah, it's fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's
your
like-
blood drains straight to your head.
Instantly, I feel like my nose and my forehead's gonna explode.
Yes, my whole head feels like that.
Yeah, there's pretty much no point in going to a theme park. I'm not riding nothing. Seth's gonna ride one thing.
I'll ride that one roller coaster.
Dude, theme parks have roller coasters. They don't have those things. You're
We
what
have
is it
all
like?
those things?
No, they don't.
I don't.
What
fucking
theme
know.
park has that? You're talking of like carnivals and stuff. They have those
Fairs.
things. Fairs, yeah. Theme parks don't have those.
Well, either way, I want to.
Well,
Go
they
to
do
the
have
theme
Ferris
park.
wheels.
Oh God!
And slingshots.
That's a
I ain't
meme?
seen it.
That's
I
a
ain't-
fucking
I ain't
meme.
seen it.
You just see a Ferris wheel and you're just cowering.
I said there's only those two things, and then like some crazy ass water slides I won't do. So
I want to go to a water park, but not with you guys.
Why?
well, it won't be fun. With
I
me,
won't
bro.
make fun of you, man.
Because that would be gay.
Like, we mentioned that the other day. I don't know if you were there, but like those fucking water slides, we even have a Kentucky Splash where like it drops you, like they pull the lever, fucking
Oh,
drop
yeah.
you down it. I won't do that shit.
Oh man, I did one of
Are
those.
you afraid of getting caught on something? Is
I'm
that
afraid
why?
of like smacking my fucking face as soon as we come down. Like just fucking ounce.
I went to the Wilderness Hotel. Have you been to that?
No.
Well, they had a outside slide that does that platform drop. I went up there and I was like, "Oh my God!" And I was
You're
like,
so high, aren't
"Yeah,
you?
you're high," and then you stand on it and it drops like, and you just slide down. And I saw people doing it. And I'm like, "I want to walk back down." I'm like, "I can't walk back down. I'll be a pussy." And I was
Once you
standing
get up
there.
there, man, ain't no good.
They're like
down.
3, 2.
I haven't even been to Kentucky Splash.
After I did it that first time, I could do it. I did it like 8 more times back to back. I was like, that was fun as fuck.
Yep.
They did the other water slides and shit they have. I think they're fun as fuck, but I just that platform thing, I can't do that shit.
Someone got stuck in it. Like they didn't have enough momentum to go over one of the slides, so they were sitting in
Holy
there.
shit.
I think like it was a common thing because they opened the slide somewhere around there to get them out, and I was like, oh damn, because I thought they were fucked.
We should all go swimming sometime, man.
Yeah.
No,
Why?
Wow.
you guys can go. Can't swim for shit. We all know this.
that's exactly why I said it.
Is it bigger than 6 foot?
Yes.
Then I ain't going.
It's you can't measure it.
But they had the water slides inside at Wilderness. Like there's the ones you go down in a tube. Like when I was like 15, I was with Charlie. We went there, and I went down that, and somehow I think I was like throwing myself up the sides or whatever, and I flipped myself off of the tube. And I knew at the end of it, it has like a thing that stops you. Like, and I was like, I'm not fucking hitting that bare ass, like fucking struggling to get the fucking tube while the whole time I was going down the slide.
I don't know. I like all the rides and shit. It's fun. Anyway, do you want to wrap it up, Seth?
Yeah, I gotta go.
That's good.
You gave that look.
Yeah, I mean, I need to get in bed by 7.
Tell us, Jerry. Tell us. It's you're getting tired.
Oh gosh, guys, I think it's about time for y'all to go.
Yeah, it's
Go
getting
on
late.
and
Is it
get-
getting late?
Tell us. Say there's something weird about the door. If you open it, you can
Yeah,
just
the
fucking leave.
knob actually works perfectly fine. You ain't even got to unlock it.
What happens if we're going out and your girls are coming in?
Yeah. Do they come in first, or should we
Yeah.
step aside, hold the door for
They
them?
never come.
Should we go?
They got to earn it.
I think that's our ending. That's it. That's it.